sequels have a track record of falling short of living up to their predecessor's legacy. Unfortunately, Code Geass is not an exception when it comes to this reality.
I, Sakuya Sumeragi, command you.
But, before I continue explaining why Roze of the Recapture, the Code Geass sequel was such a disappointment, please take the time to subscribe. I'll ask again, please subscribe, it's free. This is the Geass Network, the place where we discuss, theorize, and cover all things Code Geass. If you're a Code Geass fan, then this is the place to be.
Yes! That's awesome!
I, laughably Britannia, command you. Now all of you.
Subscribe now.
While the similarities between Roze and Lelouch of the Rebellion were obvious from the first episode, however, I was willing to look past that and chalk it all up to the writers simply paying homage to the original anime. I even ignored the blatant disrespect to Lelouch's sacrifice when the anime had the Neo-Britannians use the Japanese as target practice.
On you! You should feel honored to serve as my target practice!
Oh, come on.
But, as the series went on, it wasn't just the plot rehashing that annoyed me, but how sloppy the writing was. There is literally a Lelouch of the Rebellion equivalent for every character in Roze of the Recapture, from Colin Stockfeld to Jeremiah Gottwald.
You gotta be kidding me.
It became evident that this series was nothing more than a remake of the original story, but with less fleshed out characters and a more rushed pace. The anime doesn't even properly establish some of the concepts it tries to introduce, such as Neo-Britannia. How was a breakaway faction of the enemy nation allowed to simply take over a part of Japan in the wake of the Zero Requiem? They briefly referenced 2 failed missions by the Black Knights to recapture Japan from Neo-Britannia, but what about the UFN? Does the rest of the world have zero mechanism they can use to pressurize this new nation? Another thing that I found annoying was this anime's tendency to rely on fan service and nostalgia. This usually comes in the form of cameos. Yes, this anime has more cameos than a Marvel movie. And I know what some of you might be thinking. Wasn't Lelouch of the Resurrection also reliant on fan service and nostalgia? I would say yes, however, the Resurrection film was the return of Lelouch in well over a decade. It was expected that the studio was going to lean heavily on nostalgia. And that isn't to say I have a problem with fan service. It can be quite good when used sparingly. Anyway, by far the most offensive above Roze of the Recapture has to be its lackluster ending. My reaction to this incredibly stupid revelation was this.
Oh, come on.
And don't forget about the hordes of killer robots that came out of nowhere.
What's going on?
Just when I thought this anime couldn't get any worse, it kept surprising me. Which, I suppose, is impressive in its own way.
What the shit?
Regardless, like many Code Geass fans, I had hoped that this series would be at least good. I repeat, I hoped it would be at least good. I knew harboring any ideas of this anime living up to the glory of the original anime would be delusional at best. At the end of the day, Roze is nothing more than a shameless cash grab from Sunrise. They are committed to milking this franchise for all it's worth.
It's all about the money!
Despite my disappointment with Roze, I'm still looking forward to the next installment in the Code Geass franchise in Asper the Star Chaser. From the key visual released by the studio, it seems like they are taking this franchise in a new and fresh direction. Whenever it does finally debut, I will be here to review all the episodes as they come out. Be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss out. Until next time, bye.
I, laughably Britannia, command you. Now all of you.
Subscribe now.